also show me how to minister to my clients, my customers, so that they'll know that I'm not just trying to do it for money, and God make sure I have the integrity and I do not get caught in just for the money. I know I have to pay my bills, but I rely and depend on you. And then when you do that, I had a guy saved his life with a plan I sold him 2 years ago. Yes, that's amazing. And know that that's God. God is here. God is there. God is here in us. And the God in us, we want to represent the true essence of him. And if we making sure we put him first, he will always take care of you. You and your family. You don't have to worry about it. That song say you don't have to worry about a thing, not one thing. Because God will open the doors. He would touch people's hearts and say, oh, you know what? Support this person, support that person. And you'll learn and grow. And so that's one of the things that the church have not done a very good job with that. Amen. God want to bless every way and every day. The church was not very good at that, of teaching that the outside, the people that was in businesses had their own business. They could have been training and teaching us how to manage and operate businesses and conferences in the church. Top dog, I don't know if you know about John Maxwell, but John Maxwell is who I got certified. My coaching in is with John Maxwell. John Maxwell started off as ministry, and he found out a lot of ministers leadership. But John Maxwell started out, he's a minister too, and he started out when he was in church that these ministers did not know how to operate church, so he started doing that. And when he was doing a ministry piece, it got to the leadership world, and they liked what he was saying, and so they wanted the leadership part. And that's how his ministry was born. I don't know if you heard of Myron Gold. He is a phenomenal man of God. And he talks about the God principles and how he went from being a trash man collector to being a millionaire, and how he lost it and he gained it back by using God's principles. When we use God's principles, last month, I did 31 days. I did wisdom, celebrating your birthday, 31 days of Proverbs. Because Proverbs is a wisdom books. And when we learn the principles of God and how to apply them to our lives, it just makes us so much better. It helps us to function as a family member, society members. It helps us to see that ill-begotten gain is not a good thing. And so all of those things is really, yeah, Myron, yes, he is so good. I love him. There's so many people that I followed and watched over my life that I see the growth and develop of who they are. But the most profound ones are when they use biblical principles to make it practical, and that's what I do. I take biblical principles to make it practical so that you can apply it to your life. What good of me preaching hollering the scriptures to you if you don't know how to make it plain? I met my wife at a Christian mingle. Cool, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. And that's so important. Sometimes we get weary, sometimes we get tired, but God say, be not weary in their well-doing, because in due season you will reap a harvest. We have to stay focused. It's online dating website for Christians. Who would have thought? I'm going to tell you, I didn't do well. I was getting frogs, kissed them, and they didn't become a prince. So after kissing one or two frogs, I said, I'd rather eat frog legs. I'd rather eat frog legs instead of kissing them. Slimy. At least the frog legs is cooked. Yes, so that is excellent. I love the fact that, you met your wife on a Christian site. They have some good websites, dating sites. There's some that kind of, they vent their people, they interview them or whatever. I don't know. That just wasn't for me. I didn't have time. In those seasons, I didn't have time anyway, so. But I'm okay. Are you okay? I'm okay. How was your day, Top Dog? And if anybody else is on here,